Welcome back to the Long Dark, ladies and gentlemen. We are...
Better check in.
Yeah, we're going to make our way back to the camp office first. Because I need to offload some gear. We're going to drop a ridiculous amount of gear in the camp office, which means that it might turn into our base, depending on how things go. I might ferry some of that stuff back to the trapper's homestead, because he's got the infinifier. And that is super important. Not having to scrounge up matches, tinder. Oh shit. Alright, we're gonna try and avoid this guy. Using the path that we used to get here. I'm gonna go back this way. Otherwise I would have to shoot him. And again, I don't want to use my flare shells if I don't have to. But we're going this way. We're going to go around, because this just leads up to the way we got to the bridge in the first place. And as a matter of fact, I could take this way back through and bypass that other wolf as well. They put that wolf there as a story thing, I'm sure. Because he wasn't there the first time through. And that corpse he's chewing on wasn't there either. But where there's deer that are unmolested, I think that it's pretty safe. I'm getting weird frame issues. It's kind of weird. But I don't want to go that way. Wait, I do. That goes back up to the tracks. I want to go this way to bypass that other wolf. And then I think it's smooth sailing, at least to the camp office. Depending on if they change something. The wolf spawns in story mode are weird. They seem to change as you get story things done. You know what I mean? And then once the trapper is up and ready to go, and I can start gaining trust with him, we'll probably go out and hunt some deer. I guess with the pistol, because that's the only way I have to take him down. Since he doesn't seem to want wolf pelts. Which is a shame. Because I have a couple with nothing to do. I can't build anything. So the wolf pelts that I have are actually fair game to give him. Maybe I'll still be able to give them to him. I don't know. But hopefully this wolf hasn't moved and it's smooth sailing. Because he was right off that way. I'll probably put this guy away so I don't risk a wrist sprain. I really like this map, though. I've loved this map ever since I first played the game. Like, it's spaced out. There's, like, a lot of stuff here to explore and whatnot, but it's spaced out enough that it really gives the map, I guess, a reason to go to all these places, you know? Like, I like Coastal Highway as well, but Coastal Highway's stuff is all kind of concentrated on one half of the map. Or basically in the like south edge of the map with all the coastal little villages, and then the trappers or the Jackrabbit Island cabin and the Misanthropes Island cabin and all of the fishing cabins there. It's all kind of centralized in one spot. I like the fact that it's a decently sized I like that it's a decently sized map with stuff scattered all around it. So that's cool. Unfortunately, it is about to start blizzarding, but we're still pretty warm. And remember, I don't remember the name. It started with a D. So if we find a key, then we'll have to... You know what? I should have went... we'll do it another time when I'm not so encumbered. Should have went to that. We could have just went down. But again, it would lead to the lake, and there's a lot of wolves on that lake. So we'll do that another time. Considering the scope of this episode, because I believe that we will be traversing multiple maps. Considering the scope of this episode, and remember I'm using episode as a game term and part as a video term. There may be stuff I do off camera, like travel and things like that. We'll see. We'll see. Because anything can happen at any time in this game, and I'd hate to miss out on it because I wasn't recording. You'll be fine, dude. Look, we're still at 100% condition. You're fine. You're going to lose 1% an hour. We'll be fine. I'm not even losing heat. I'm barely tired. Everything is fine, dude. Weirdly, though, my game is getting kind of like frame rate issues. I don't know if you guys notice them. It's very like intermittent and kind of spaced out. But I'm noticing them because I know that the game likes to do, like, if you're walking around and you get a random sprain, the game locks up for a second. I'm not sure why it does that. I think it's because it saves when you take damage. So every time I get a little frame drop, I'm like, oh no, I'm getting a sprain. So I'm like hyper aware of it, whereas you guys might not notice it. I don't know, you probably do. But camp office is right here. We're going to drop off a lot of stuff because I am carrying way too much. We're going to drop it all up top where the stove is. I've stopped putting things in containers if I don't need to, because I learned that if you put a 0 condition item in a container, the game eats it, which is a good way to get rid of stuff that you don't need. Like if you use up something like, say, a sewing kit, and it's down to 0 condition, instead of just dropping it in the game world. I know there's a cave up there, by the way. I've never been in it, even on survival mode. But instead of cluttering up the game world, you can use it that way. So I don't keep stuff in containers much, because if I don't get back to it for a really long time, the condition drops. I don't want it to disappear. Alright, let's get rid of some of this junk. We're going to go upstairs and get rid of some stuff. I think there was a pot up here, right? Excuse me. Alright, so if we do have to make this our base, we have 1 pot. We only have to take the 1 pot. I guess I left 2 pots. Well, whatever. Let's start dropping stuff. Alright, do I have firewood? I probably should not have been walking around with 5.5 pounds of firewood. I usually put firewood next to the stove. We're going to put food next to the stove as well. I feel like I should bring all my food, though, and drop it at Trappers instead. I don't need all these meds. Meds are one thing that I like to put in... Actually, you know what? All I needed to drop was the firewood. I can sprint again. And I missed this. Park notice. Due to unusually cold weather this year, we're shutting down Mystery Lake Provincial Park a little earlier than usual. Make sure all the campers are packed up and ready to bug out by a rail truck. Anyone left behind will have to get out on foot. Not a nice prospect. As per the usual procedure, lock up all cabins and make sure all provisions are stored in bear-proof containers, and please take the flag down this year. Well, they didn't do that. We had to replace it after last winter. The winds just tear it to shreds. After you finish closing down the camp, make sure to check in the Forestry Service lookout as requested. Apparently, those guys think someone's been using their lookout to store hunting gear and drying old animal skins. Man, I don't envy you. That backwater posting. Great Bear has gone downhill since the quakes. If that is going to add a place of interest, like a cache on one of these, I'm going to be very upset since we've already gone there, but it doesn't look like it. So we've got this one, which is going to have to wait, and this one, which we're probably going to get on the way back to Trappers, because I'm going to take the railway down to the exit to Forlorn Muskeg there, and then go across. But I don't need to drop any more stuff. I was only going to drop stuff because I couldn't sprint, but now that I can sprint again after dropping the 5.5 pounds of firewood, I'm going to put my extra shit in here, though. Like, I don't need to take those. I don't need to have 2 of those, or even 1 since I've got that, but I think I'm going to be giving this to Dude. I don't need those. And I'm going to keep those because I've only got 1 more rosehip tea. Alright, let's get out of here. Seems we have a blizzard starting, so I need to hurry up and get back to him. It's still 55 though. It's a toasty 55. Now I can almost guarantee you they're gonna have some wolf spawns along the tracks this time. I think they might have just been going easy on me because it was, you know, hey, he's at a new map. Let's let him get a false sense of security. And now that he has done the first objective, let's give him the real long dark experience. But we're gonna take the tracks here. I usually walk on the tracks so I can see, like over the side, because wolves sometimes don't care about line of sight and will just go right after you. There is a broken down house over there somewhere. Yeah, right there. It's one of those ones where the middle is busted out and you can walk inside it. We'll check that out at some point as well. I also know that there are saplings probably on this map that you can pick up. I don't know if they're actually in story mode or not. We're not going to worry about that. Not going to worry about saplings because I don't think that you can get the recipe to make a bow or arrows. And I clearly don't have them because you have to unlock these recipes. So, no reason to cure saplings, no reason to weigh myself down with saplings. And if it ever becomes a thing, like in episode 3 or something, where I can make a bow, then I'll just find saplings in episode 3. It'll be fine. Okay, here are the 2 rocks, I think. There's 2 rocks. I would assume it's that one and that one, which means that the cache is probably at the foot of this one. Yeah, because it's on this side. So let's see if we can find what's in it. It'll probably put us overweight if there's a lot of stuff. Like unable to sprint. I'm not seeing anything though. There it is. Yeah, these caches only show up where after you learn about them.
There you are. I need more.
43%. Really, that's all? That was a terrible cache. I don't even know if eating those peaches is going to be a good idea because they're 43%. Well, whatever. Off to Trapper's Homestead. It is about to start fucking blowing out here. I can tell. I can just see. No, I don't think I ran into any wolves on the way through because we came this way from Trapper's. We went up that way. So again, unless Story has decided I need to run into wolves over here, or God forbid a bear, then I think we should be alright. Clothes are starting to get wet though, so I gotta be careful. The worst thing about this toque is that its waterproof is absolutely abysmal. I think it's 0%. No, it's 30%. Why does it get wet so fast all the time? Because it's in my survival mode playthrough, I used that as well, like the same setup up here. Although a wolf did just destroy my toque in survival mode, so who knows? Who knows what else I'll find for it? I mean, I've got bases all over the map, all over all of the maps in survival mode, so I'm sure I could just head back to one of my bases and grab another hat. Let's go ahead and sprint it up a little bit. Which sucks. Again, I usually like to save my sprint juice for if I need to outrun a wolf or something. I don't know why my throat's so scratchy. So I apologize for all of my throat clearing and whatnot. Normally I would edit it out, but I seem to keep doing it in the middle of a sentence, and editing it out would sound weird. Okay, so there's Max's last stand. Which means that Trapper's is right over here. There's a lot of bunnies out here. Let's set up some snares, maybe. I think I was only gone one day. I think I was only gone one day, so... my rabbit skins and my deer skins should only have 1 day of curing on them. Again, when I put them down, they didn't have a percentage on them, so I don't know if you can even cure stuff in his cabin. I'm pretty sure I checked this already, but I want to check it again. Yeah, there's just firewood, which we don't need in his place. He's got a permafire. Alright, let's get in there. I know, man, you're getting tired. I get it. And then we can drop a whole bunch of stuff all over his floor and get back down into shape of moving around quickly. Alright, we made it. I think I could probably put a lot of... because that bin has 110 pounds of storage.
Hey. Old guy.
Old guy.
Hey. Hey, you still with me? Shit. I'm too late.
No, you're not. He's fine.
Hey, you're still alive. What's your name?
How about you give him the medicine first?
Call me Jeremiah.
I went to the dam. Found some supplies that should help.
Oh, thanks. Because my insides hurt like hell. What did you find?
General meds. Painkillers, antibiotics, and what looks to be some old vials of morphine.
He's like, hell yeah, give me that morphine.
Easy. Hopefully your pain won't get that bad. You alone out here?
Look at all my stuff I've dropped.
What's it to you? What the hell are you doing out here anyway?
Hey, don't get excited. I'm just looking for someone.
The only thing you should be looking for is a way to kill that bear.
Bear?
Yeah, the bear, Mackenzie. The bear you shot at.
He'll be back soon enough. And when he is, I'll be ready.
Alright, calm down, bro.
Shit.
Ready for what? You can barely sit up.
That bear is a man killer. If we don't finish him off, no telling what savage fury he'll unleash.
I'm just on my way through the area. That bear's got nothing to do with me.
Except that he's in the area you're on your way through.
Listen, stranger. You aren't going anywhere. Like it or not, you and me have a problem in common. Neither of us is going to survive unless we kill that damn bear.
Alright. What's the story with the bear? The story's real simple. That bear and me, we have an unfinished business. Unfinished business? Yeah, you can call it a trade in kind. Every time we meet, we each leave a little of the other's blood. Sounds like a losing proposition. He was totally going to kill him that time if Mackenzie hadn't shot. I'm sure it will be for one of us. How's your pain? Everything hurts like hell, but I'll live. You want something stronger than the painkillers? No, I do, but I'll be okay. You seemed pretty excited when I mentioned morphine. Morphine? Nah, this stuff's dangerous, especially the old stuff. Addictive. Makes you feel like you're floating in a dream. Right. Can you tell me more about the area around us? The whole area takes its name from Mystery Lake nearby. Not much here. Some old cabins here and there. Railway passes through. Campground around the lake's closed for the season. Mostly dead most of the year. You alone out here? Pretty much, the whole island's mostly abandoned now. A few scattered groups left. No real industry. Rare supply boat from the mainland. That's really the only lifeline a few folks have that still live on Great Bear. Sounds like a pretty quiet place. Just the way we like it. We? You're from the mainland. You wouldn't understand. Everybody hates the mainlanders. Seems odd to have a dam in such a pristine piece of wilderness. Yeah, this place has always been ruined by greed. The dam looks like it's been abandoned for a while. Yeah, the big quake years ago put that nonsense, or shut that nonsense down. Quake? Shit, you don't know anything. Mainlander? I guess I must have forgot. Railroads, coal, logging, mining, hydro. Whole island is basically a perfect wilderness that's been slowly destroyed by industry over the past, 100 years or so. Well, that's kind of progress, right? People need jobs, need to feed their families. It doesn't matter. Quick put an end to all of that. And things are changing. What things? Haven't you noticed the lights in the sky? The world is quiet now. Yeah, totally noticed. You alone out here? Yeah, I keep to myself. Hunt a bit, fish in the summer, keep my trap lines full. Once every couple of months I head down to Rupert's Landing, trade for what I need. You have some way to call out of here, like a radio? No. Who would I need to talk to? Don't like people much. I don't. Alright, that looks like it.
You see those lights in the sky a few nights ago?
Yeah.
It's more like 3 weeks ago now, Mackenzie.
I see the northern lights this far up, but I've never seen anything quite like that.
I'm a bush pilot. Those lights took my plane down. Nearly died in the crash. Now I need to find my... I had a passenger with me.
Dead?
I sure hope not. We were on our way to Perseverance Mills. You know it?
Shit, nothing town. A few hours north.
I like this guy.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I know it. You're the first person I've seen in months. I haven't seen your friend.
The phone lines are down. Nothing electrical seems to be working. You think it has something to do with the flash of light?
Could be. Wildlife's been acting weird, too. Wolves, mostly. Hanging around more than usual. Like they're waiting.
Waiting? For what?
I don't know. But I have a bad feeling about it. Look, maybe we can help each other.
I don't know. I need to get out there and look for my friend.
Well, I have an idea that might help you find who you're looking for. But with that bear out there, and me laid up in here, well, you're as good as dead.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. What do you have in mind?
Well, with that bear on the prowl, you'll never survive long enough to find your friend. And I can't do shit from in here. But I can guide you. You do what I say, and I'll keep you alive.
And what's in it for you?
We'll talk about that. But first, you need some
Yes,
protection.
I do.
Hand me my rifle. Shit. That's what I was afraid of. That shot you took hurt the rifle more than the bear. My rifle's done.
Shit. Sorry. You have a backup?
No. No backup. But I know where you might be able to fix it.
Great.
Interesting.
Where?
Old railway yard. About a day's travel south. Along the tracks. There's a machine shop there. I used to trade for time on the tools to keep my gear in order. Bush pilot like you should be able to handle them.
I'll see what I can do.
Listen. Stay along the tracks. Keep your eyes open for the old bear. If you see him, hide. And pray he doesn't pick up your scent. Don't get cocky, or we'll both end up dead.
Got it.
Good luck, pilot. Maybe we'll make a survivor out of you yet.
Okay, so here's the deal. I have an idea of where that machine shop is, it's 2 zones away. Now, I can get there just by following the tracks like you said, but that's 2 fucking zones. I gotta go through Forlorn and into Broken Railroad if it's the one that I'm thinking of. Also, I'm gonna be very upset. Rifles are like 9 pounds. I'm gonna be very upset if this rifle, story-wise, is not like 0 pounds. And I'm not seeing it on my tools list, so it looks like I can't even use it if I wanted to. But he said it was broken anyway. Okay. I'm not seeing it, so that's cool. So it's not adding to my weight. I need to get rid of some stuff. So let's start taking a look at what I can get rid of. I don't have any firewood on me. Get rid of these. Didn't I grab some more stems? No, I didn't. I put them. Okay. Get rid of some matches. I'm going to keep that one since it'll be used up very soon. I'm going to keep that one because it's 36 fucking matches. Damn. We're going to drop all the other ones. Cardboard matches are terrible and I don't want to use them anyway. Okay. As for this, I'm going to go ahead and hold on to all of this for now. But clothing. Okay, these are not curing in his place at all. Which means that the camp office probably is where I need to go to drop things to cure. Oh, he's got a torch. Well, I can't take it anyway. And that kind of upsets me a little bit. But since I don't think I'll ever be able to actually make anything out of the deer hides unless he teaches me recipes, I could probably give him my deer hides for trust. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. I need to drop some clothing. If I am going to use the camp office, though, I'm going to end up gathering up all my shit and fucking limping back to the camp office. But I'm going to drop all of my clothing here. Honestly, I'll put my clothing in here. Because clothing is something that I can't just drop in a big pile. Because if I need specific things, I need to be able to get those specific things out. Alright. Now what else do we have? A shit ton of food. Yeah, 3 cups of coffee. I was going to make that one cup, but it's way lighter. It's 0.02 here, whereas it would be 0.22 in coffee form, and I've already got 3 cups. Let's see, but that's 22 pounds. I need to get rid of some of this stuff. I'm going to put that extra distress pistol in here. It's 100% though. I should unload that one and put it in that one. Let's try that. We'll put the 80% one in here. Put a bunch of these flares in there. I have 14 flare shells. That's ridiculous. I feel invincible with 14 flare shells. Probably not, but still. What else don't I need? I probably don't need an arrowhead. I want to put that in here. I don't need the extra hatchet, so we'll put that in there. I don't need any of this crap. I'm going to keep one of them with me just to make torches, though. I definitely don't need all of these at all. I'm going to keep the rifle ammunition with me just in case it lets me use this rifle after I get it repaired. So let's get rid of all of these except for the 90% one. Okay, I don't need 17 pieces of cloth or that scrap metal. I'm going to pick up a lot of the stuff around his place and put it in this locker too, since it's letting me use this locker without losing trust with him. Maybe I should wait to repair all my stuff. But we'll use this for food as well because I've got... Let's just grab all my shit. And we'll just use the locker. I could probably use the thing outside too.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Jeez, those are huge. On the ground, those are absolutely huge. I've never seen them that big. Those are his tinder plugs. That's my cooking pot. That's his cooking pot. We'll leave the pelts on the ground because I think they weigh enough that I would use up a lot of my space here. Okay. We were keeping the 32. Let's put those in. This is riveting gameplay, ladies and gentlemen, but this is actually a very important aspect of the game, is inventory management. You know what I mean? I'll just keep the tender plugs. I don't need the cattails, the cattail heads. Although, what do they weigh? There's 12 of them. Weigh 1.3. They weigh about 1.1 or 0.11 maybe. They weigh the same as the tender plugs, it looks like. I definitely don't need 10 accelerant. I barely ever use accelerant anyway, so I'm just going to take 3 with me. Alright, let's put these guys in there. I've already put all the clothes in. We're going to put a ridiculous amount of this food in here. In fact, we might clog this thing up with food. Put all that in here. We'll keep this one. I like to have one of each. I'm going to keep the MREs even though they're kind of heavy because eating them is, you know, whatever. It's good. I'm also going to keep all of these because these are a ridiculous amount of calories for their weight. Crackers are amazing. And we'll keep these sardines. Why not?
Surrounded by snow and nothing to drink.
Oh, now that he's saying that, I realize that I should probably just drink that water. Yeah. So, unfortunately, I'm still pretty fucking heavy. I need to figure out why I'm so heavy. Oh, we didn't even get to the tools, that's why. Alright. Don't need to carry the pan around with me. Don't need to carry that extra hatchet. I thought I put it in there already, but I guess not. And I don't need all of these, but I'm going to use this real quick. Don't need to bring that with me, although I could use it to repair the pry bar. The pry bar is fine. We're still running kind of heavy. Oh, get rid of that. All right, let's see about repairing things before we move on here. So I feel like we're going to be tangling with wolves a decent amount here. All right. Yeah, otherwise we're good. Okay. So I can get rid of... I usually keep 5 cloth because... and it's something that I didn't have to do in like the last episode. And keep in mind, I mean episode, not part. I didn't have to make a snow shelter, but I've learned through my extensive playing of the survival mode that having enough materials on hand for a snow shelter is pretty good. All right, so this will allow me about 15 pounds leeway. It's not right now because I'm getting tired, but I'm still carrying way more than I actually need. But I don't know, like, I don't know what we're going to do right now. I don't think I can sleep here. I actually can't use his place. Because I could put a bedroll down probably. Yeah. Which sucks because I'll be using up my bedroll. But it is about time for me to get some sleep. Let's go ahead and eat a couple of these. I'm eating these things to reduce my weight. I could be eating these, but those are pretty light. And then we're going to sleep for a tenner, which means that I need to drink. And then we're going to talk to dude. Oh, you know what? I'll do that before I sleep. About trust. And see what... Okay. Apparently you have to do that without doing anything else. So, let's see what I have in my inventory that he'll actually take. Oh, I can just straight up give him cloth. Alright. Let's try that. I've got a lot of cloth. I've got a decent amount of cloth that I can make as well. I think there's a way to just look and see what he'll take. Sticks, cloth, wound dressings, which I have a lot of old man's beard lichen. Pork and beans is 10. I could give him all of my pork and beans. And then I can give him these rabbit pelts. I think I have pork and beans in here. It's dog food. Yeah, there's some pork and beans right there. That's it, though. Okay, let's grab all the cloth. I'll just give him all of the cloth that's in here because I have enough clothes to break down to get more. Okay, we need 25 and then 50. I'll try to get 25 out of him right off the bat. Let's give him these pork and beans. How much is one? Okay, we'll give him one more cloth. There we go. Now we can learn about Mystery Lake. Can you tell me more about this area? What do you want to know? Seems like I know more about the area, or the more I know about the area, the better chance I have of surviving. If you think a lesson on local history is going to help you out there, fill your boots on the island, as the islanders like to say. Alright, I'm going to assume that he gave me something that I can read here. Yeah. Mr. Lake region, how long is this? Oh, why is my... Oh my god, it's so long. Alright, well, you know what? Fuck it. Mystery Lake region is an alpine valley, average altitude of 1,200 meters above sea level. Named for the large lake that dominates the southeastern quadrant, the region is fringed by mountains on the west and south, and the foothills of the inner island range to the north and east. The region is bisected by a section of the north-south line of the Trans-Island Railway. The region's main characteristics are its heavily forested and hilly terrain, as well as abundance of wildlife. The region's high altitude leads to low average temperatures, as well as some of the coldest nighttime temperatures on Great Bear Island. Heavy snowfalls are common. The Mystery Lake area is a popular summertime destination with campers and hikers, but the area largely shuts down during winter months due to its inaccessibility. There are no major roads connecting the area to the more populated regions in the adjoining valleys, lower in the main or mountain chain. So the area is primarily accessed by dedicated hikers willing to make the long trek that winds along medium to advanced level trails from the nearest town of Rupert's Landing. The region's harsh inaccessibility has been both a blessing and a curse over the years. Until the railway line was blasted through in the 1930s, the area was largely a pristine and untouched wilderness. The lack of amenities or standing population made it difficult for any real permanent infrastructure to take root. A project to link the Mystery Lake area with secondary highway network crisscrossing between the various mountain valleys was abandoned due to the geological instability of the steep mountains and cliffs, and the highway caused landslides that were a continuous threat to the project's viability, and the highway project was abandoned after only a few kilometers of roadway had been cleared. In the 1960s, ambitious industrialist Richard Carter selected the Mystery Lake area for a new hydroelectric project meant to provide power to a large mining operation in the next valley. Lake's continuous replenishment by a vibrant aquifer network, as well as mountain streams that channeled annual spring runoff made Mystery Lake a natural reservoir with untapped hydroelectric potential. Yet, other than a small test dam constructed in 1962, this project was abandoned.
Rest soon. I'm gonna faint.
Chill out. This project was abandoned when the region's inaccessibility and seismic instability made it cost prohibitive. To this day, apart from the railway line that passes through, the only connection between Mystery Lake region and the adjoining valleys are the hiking trails that pass through the mountains. These trails often become impassable during the winter months due to cold temperatures and heavy snowfall. Also due to the region's generally uninhabited nature, wildlife have not become habituated to the presence of humans, which can make them threatening. Hikers and campers are warned to avoid the area during winter months, as well as to store all food and waste in bear-safe containers. Alright then. Look, here's the deal, guys. It is time for me to get out of here. This video is a little bit longer than I wanted to be. Generally, we try to go about half hour. It looks like I've been going about 40 minutes or so. So, we're going to continue, obviously, tomorrow. This is the end of the session for me. So, hopefully I remember... When next we meet, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to continue getting trust with Jeremiah and see if he gives us any crafting recipes. In any case, if you like this video, guys, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see more videos of The Long Dark or any of the other videos that I've done, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you want to know when those videos actually come out, you're going to need to hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button. And if you have anything to say, throw it down in the comments. Let me know what you think. I know I did say that I was probably going to slow down on actually recording these to let you guys catch up and give me some information. But I honestly, guys, I love this game so much that we'll see. We'll see. But I hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you in the next one.